Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we've got another of these videos where I get to solve with one of you guys. I have absolutely loved doing this over the last few months, and so welcome and congratulations to Tim, who has won our June Patreon reward. Tim, welcome to Cracking the Cryptic.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is great.
You are most welcome. So Tim, I think actually, Tim, you tell me, are you in any way nervous or not about this?
Yes, in some ways. I mean, it's not like we're live in front of a bunch of people. I have actually been in contexts where I'm in front of a lot of people in an audience before. My last job actually involved that. And, you know, there's a certain amount of nervousness there, but I don't know. I just hope I solve the puzzle.
Well, hopefully between the two of us we'll be able to get through this. I think the hardest thing initially is going to be to even say the name of this puzzle. Chiaroscuro-doku. And it's
I don't know exactly how to say it, but we'll give it a try.
And it's by Yttrio, and wasn't last month's reward which
that was the author of the hunt that I won.
Yeah, so I think that's why that's why Mark must have chosen this. Yttrio's puzzles are always superb, and yeah, this is what we're going to attempt in this video. But Tim, before we do that, so tell me, when did you first discover this world of variant Sudoku?
Well, I've known Sudoku very long time. I guess I don't know when I learned of Sudoku itself, but the channel specifically, there was an article on The Verge. It's right around the beginning of the pandemic, and you had the miracle Sudoku solved, and it was such a everyone was kind of depressed, and here's like, hey, watch this guy solve Sudoku for 30 minutes and just experience pure joy as he figures it out. And I just resonated with that immediately. Just kind of as you solve that thing, and I remember you saying like, "This is not going to solve. This is not going to solve," and then like, "Wait, I don't believe it. It will solve." Kind of the transition of that video over time. It just captured me kind of immediately because I'm a software developer by nature. That's kind of my background. I'm actually I should have mentioned that, so maybe you would have gotten like an indexing puzzle, but
you'd have had to do that on your own.
Yeah, like I'm used to kind of like problem solving in my work, so having the opportunity to like do that in a more casual context was kind of attractive to me as well. So I watch you guys every single day. I watch normally I watch your videos in the evening, and I watch Mark's videos in the morning while I do my workout. Good. So I get like all your videos I've pretty much seen for the past several years.
Wow, that's fantastic. And you've never got bored of watching? Do you try the puzzles as well, or do you?
Yeah, I try to do a fair number of them. I think you mentioned on the channel, like I've done all the hunts at this point.
Yeah.
I was actually looking through I have a Google Drive folder where I keep all my solves of them, and just looking back, and I think I started in like late 2020, so I picked up on the Patreon pretty quickly. I will say the weirdest part of this overall experience is the fact that normally I watch the videos at an increased speed. So you're in kind of slow-mo right now. It's good for me because that means I could potentially keep up.
Yeah, this is the speed my brain actually works at. It's sort of very, very slow compared to the speed you'll be expecting it at. That's great. And thank you for watching us for such a long time. That it is amazing that there do seem to be, a sort of core audience who have watched it since the pandemic. And we got something from somebody today who's watched 2 videos a day for sort of, I don't know, 5 years or something. And it sounds like you're similar, which is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. My wife actually does Sudoku now too.
Okay.
Because I got a nickely puzzle per day calendar by my bedside, and was always doing those. And she actually hates it because I as I tear them off and do them, I just stack them up on top of each other. So I have this like rising stack of paper, and she's like, "Just throw it out, recycle it." And then, she saw me doing these all the time, and then she'd grab them from me and be like, I want to do that one today. And now I've gotten her like a bunch of Sudoku books. She's starting to do semi-variant stuff. Samurai Sudoku was in the most recent book that I got her. And she looked at it. She was like concerned at first. I was like, okay, this is a little different, but a little the same.
Mm-hmm.
And, tackled it head on. And she was doing some expert level puzzles earlier today that I actually was helping her out with. So she's big into it now as well.
Oh, great. Should get her on camera. There were three of us going to tackle the puzzle.
Yeah. I should bring her in. She's a professional singer. She sings with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, my goodness.
And if we get a 3 in the corner, I can call her in.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, so you're Atlanta based, are you?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I spent a wonderful few days there a few years ago now. I really enjoyed the city. I went to the Civil Rights Museum and spent an emotional morning there. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, this is a great place to go and visit.
Yeah. And
I sent you a photo of it a while ago, and I know it's become less of it's an older reference now on the channel, but there was a restaurant here called Nori Nori.
So I think I remember that.
A picture of that with the Cracking the Cryptic books in front of it. If you're ever in Atlanta again, there's apparently really on theme sushi restaurant. Don't know if it's good, but you can definitely try it out.
I'm definitely it's my favorite food, so I shall look up Nori Nori the next time I qualify for the Masters. Right, with that, let's have a look, shall we, at I can't even say it. Whatever that word is, doku. Chiaroscuro, yeah. And
sounds about right.
And see what Mark selected. And this is great because I get you to do the intro to the puzzle.
Yep. All right, so let's do this. Rules are normal Sudoku rules apply, pretty standard.
Yeah. And
then chiaroscuro shades some cells so that all groups of orthogonally connected shaded cells have an even number of cells, and all groups of orthogonally connected unshaded cells have an odd number of cells. Huh.
Okay. All groups.
So that's saying for all of the shaded some cells, so shaded cells with an even number of cells. Interesting, because there's 81 cells in the grid, so we're gonna have to break it down across that boundary. Question is how many? 2 groups cannot have the same shape and size, counting rotations and reflections as the same. So how do we sketch that out?
Okay.
How do you interpret it?
How do I interpret that? So I think if that would mean if that was a shape, then you couldn't have that shape in the grid as well, is how I think that must apply, which is
I guess that would apply across shadings as well? Or is that...
I think it would... I might be wrong about this, but I think what's going on is that we've... Let's just play around with this for a moment. So if we had a group of 4, that's even. So that would be surrounded presumably by... In order for it to be a group of 4, it would be surrounded by all odds. Probably should have used even and odd here, or sorry, orange and blue. But then that would be surrounded like that. 2 groups, but then each of
start
these
connecting them to get them to not be even.
To not be even, yeah, probably. Which is very odd, but I think that might. Yeah, indeed.
So there's a killer-like constraint as well. Digits cannot repeat within a chiaroscuro group.
Okay.
A digit in a circled cell is equal to the size of the chiaroscuro group which contains that cell.
Okay.
So presumably box 5 is going to have a lot of information there.
Yeah.
But if you were to overlap one of those, it would be the number of cells in that group.
Okay.
And then finally, if a cell has a given number in the upper left corner, such as that 43 in the corner, 32, 10, then the digits in that chiaroscuro group which contains that cell must sum to that number. So again, a very killer-like constraint.
Okay. I think I understand the rules.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And it does not look like there's any restriction on those cells being in the top left corner or anything like that. So this is a bit of a construction, I guess.
Yeah, good
Mixed
point.
with killer.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now we get to play. Let's get cracking. Okay, so what do we do here then?
Well, I'm definitely looking at the very center cell as kind of a starting point, or in the center box for sure. Because doesn't that have to be a 1?
I think it does, doesn't it? Because anywhere it goes, it's then going to have a circle in its region that should have the same number in it that it is. So yeah, I think we have to keep that isolated. So that's a 1. And that must be an odd region, he says, knowledgeably.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do odd even coloring for that.
Yeah, okay, so let's make this odd. And presumably that means that these 4 connected circles
Are even.
Are in. Yeah, I think that they're even.
And then the 2 in row 6 would be, remaining in that box would be odd. As with the others in row 4. Although they don't necessarily belong to an odd group.
I see, yes. So they're odd, yeah, they're odd digits, but they may be... Oh, yeah, see, that's awkward. Actually, I don't really want to make those orange, because although they're odd, you're quite right.
They actually do, because then they'd form a connected group with the cells in row 5.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so what Tim's saying there? Separate. Yeah, you're right. So Tim's saying if either of these cells was even, then these 3 are in the same even numbered group, and those 2 digits would be the same. So that's extremely... Oh, that's huge then. So now,
and then from there, the even cells must be even, at least 2. One of them is 2. So they must extend outward from their positions.
Like this?
Yep. Big star.
Okay.
Again, one of those is 2. Now, interestingly, that 10 is overlapping, and below as well.
And this is the size of the group, isn't it? So these can't be very big numbers, I don't think. I think, do they have to be 2 and 4? Because otherwise you're saying that...
Yeah, because you can't form a set of 6 or 8 digits that only adds up to 10.
Yeah.
So one of them is formed from the digits 2 and 8, and the other is from the digits 4 plus 3 to add up to 6, which is 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
and that 2 is not in that column.
Yeah,
so
neither is the 1.
The digits with the 10s on top of them in rows 3 and 7 would be from 1, 3, or 8. Oh, not 1. Sorry, the 1 on the center. Duh.
Yes. So this is going okay. So. Right.
So, yeah, since whichever one is the 4 circle needs to have a 1 and a 2 in it and can't get it from column 5, they're going to have to go outside. So in column 5, rows 2 and 8 should be odd because they'll form a border with that group.
Those 2 there.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I think that's right.
Oh, and in row 3, those can't be in the group
because they would repeat this digit.
Yeah, so that must be the 2-8 combo because it can't get the the 2 from anywhere.
Yeah.
Or
it's simply
both those circles must have been a 4, and that would repeat within the group as well.
Yeah. So what Tim's saying is that if this was the 4, because it can't extend into these cells, it would have to extend here. But this digit would have to then be an illegal
1,
digit.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it can't be anything useful. So this is 2. This is 8. This is 4. This is 3.
And somehow on either side in row 7 of that 3, it's going to get a 1 or a 2, but we don't know which just yet.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it could go into boxes 7 or 9, so we kind of don't know where it wiggles from there. I will say it doesn't go into row 8, column 4, because you can't have repeats within the same group.
Yeah.
And they would have to be the same number if they were in the same group.
Yeah.
Because they're the size of the group. So that is not necessarily odd or even, but it is not.
It's not that one.
Part of that group.
Okay.
So where do we go from here?
Now, yeah. So, are you a pencil marker? Would you now? Because some people I've solved with would now want me to label those digits up 5, 6, 7, 9, but I personally wouldn't. So I leave it to you.
I don't think so at this phase because I don't know
man.
if it'll be helpful.
Good man. So these 2 circles are relatively big numbers, aren't they? Though they are 3, 5, 7, or 9.
I suppose, just thinking ahead, since we know the parity of the top left corner digits, we can color them at least to kind of get those marked out of the way. So the 43 is odd and should be an odd group. Because the group is going to have the. Oh, sorry, that's
it's
the
even.
sun.
Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so
like that. Well, does that have to be odd because it has an odd total?
I think because it's going to have 8 cells in it, isn't it? It must have 8 cells to get to 43. So it should be in an. I don't think we know what the digit is in the cell, but we know that it's in an even group, is how I would say.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's probably the same there.
Yeah.
And because of the secret. Do you know the secret?
I've heard about it.
Should we let our favourite people in on the secret?
It's a Patreon award.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's only in the $3 tier. It's the sum of the digits 1 to 9, which is the contents of any row, column, or box in the game or in the puzzle, will total to 45.
Yeah.
Triangular number for 9 in other words.
Perfect. So how are we going to make different digits add up to 44 in a region? We're going to have all 8 digits in that region except for 1. It's the only way we could get different digits to add up to 44. Similarly for this is going to have 8 different digits and add up to 43. So it is missing a 2. You can't miss 2 1s out because it won't work. But, as Tim said, we don't know what those actual. These could still be odd digits, even though they're in even squares, which is that's making me feel very strange.
Yeah, I got tripped up by that. Yeah. I guess, as Mark might say, that was a bit of a numpty.
It's a good word, numpty.
I know my cracking the cryptic phrases.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not sure where we go from here.
I've got one thing. I think. Yeah. Okay. The 9. I think that's worth thinking about because the size of that region cannot be 2 cells because it would be the same shape as this.
Yeah, I already forgot that rule.
So, and it can't be 4 cells because obviously 4 different digits won't add up to as little as 9. And it can't be 1 cell because then that's going to duplicate that shape. So I think this is a 3-cell shape, which makes it odd. And I'm actually going to go further. I don't think that can be the shape. Because wouldn't that be surrounded on all sides by blue?
Yes.
And this would get huge.
Oh, yeah. I get sucked up into that.
So I'm not sure what that... But I think that cell must be blue, perhaps.
Yep, and that's going to start disambiguating some stuff in box 7 for us. So we can take that, the row 6, column 4 digit extended down at least 1.
Oh, yes. And it can't bump.
It's at least 3. It doesn't go there because it would be the same number. So that's a separate section. So now I can go left.
It can't bump into this.
Yes. And the even group for row 6, column 5, that goes right now, and that's a 1 or 2.
Oh, this is nice now.
And we don't know if it goes from there anywhere else, but yeah, we can start extending that one as well.
And that's got to be blue. And these two can't be in the same region, or those digits would be repeated in the region. So there's a sort of
checkerboard there, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like you have to create checkerboards in this puzzle. It's like the opposite of yin yang. Oh, so that
is not a yin yang puzzle.
Yeah, that goes up. So that must go down. So this goes down. Have I got that wrong? I think that feels right. And then that must be surrounded.
It's got to be at least 3.
And then this is a 1-2 pair to make that add up to 10.
Yep. And then the row 9, column 5 digit needs to be odd, because otherwise that odd right above it would be a 1 cell.
Lovely.
Which you've already done. Okay. All right, so we got a shape now. You have to start keeping a catalog of shapes.
Oh yeah,
as well.
I've got a sort of Tetris piece. Oh yes, that's a good idea actually. So we've had that, we've had a domino. For the 3 shapes, you're either going to have that or that. For 4
interestingly, none of the other, at least even circles, can be 2 now, because it'd always be a domino.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
So that one's 6 or 8, and that one's 4, 6, or 8.
That's lovely. We might be able to, if we know once we get the parity of that one, we might know. And
then I suppose for the one in row 6 and column 8, the circle there.
Row 6.
Does that have to run into the 44? Because how does the 44 escape otherwise?
Oh yeah, that's
it's got to be at least 8 cells.
Yeah,
it's only 7 available in that box, so it's got to touch it at some point.
Yeah.
So we may not know how they specifically connect, but we do know that that cell is an 8.
Yes, good point. Circle. Lovely. Very good. Very good. I just had a weird thought about this 9 again. That has to be a crooked 9.
Oh, like a edge kind of thing, an L?
Yeah,
lowercase.
Because it can't bump into that. That's the only way it could be 3 straight cells, I think.
Yeah.
But doesn't that mean that this can't be 3?
Yep.
So that's at least 5 now.
Now we definitely have a 3 in column 4, or row 4, columns 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Maybe that's worth corner marking.
Yeah. And this one has now bumped into this one, so it can't be 9. Because a 9 by the secret would be a 45 total.
I think No, maybe that's not true. I was going to say um, the one in the sixth column would also not be a 9, but actually it might be because if it extends down, or actually, so sorry, that odd group in column 5 at the bottom, that has to extend out now because it also is
Very
a corner
good.
piece.
Very good. Yeah. So this
So
piece.
now we're at.
So this piece is 9 because it's 8 at the moment, but
Ah,
it must be bigger than that. Otherwise, it would be the wrong color.
all right. So that's going to take up one more cell of box 9, and that 44 has at least 8. So it's got to start getting out along column 9 in box 6. So it's definitely got to take that cell that you're hovering over right now, actually. Does it have to get out of there as well? Because, that's at least one out there. That odd cell now needs to extend as well, because otherwise it'll be a single cell.
So this is all growing again. I really like this. Now that can't be a 2, so that's got to grow. And now it can't bump into this one, because that would be 2 circles in the same region. Yttrio, you are a clever, clever fellow. Now, does this space here, does it all have to be the 8, or could we fit in a different... Because you can't have many small shapes, can you? The only small shape that we could have in here, we can't have 1-cell shapes, we can't have 2-cell shapes, we could have a 3-cell straight section, which would have to be there, but then the 9 something would get cut off.
Yeah.
The 9 would either touch that there or touch it here. So I think this is all made up of this shape, and these must all be blue. And
is that everything for the 8 at that point?
No, one of these is...
Yeah, but I'm saying is the 8 complete in box 6.
Yeah, you're right. So this is orange. So we
can do that there.
Very good, yeah. And that can't be that shape, can it? Because then it would mimic whatever that's going to end up looking like.
We just don't know which one in row 3 it's taking up.
Yeah. And... no, what I was about to say is wrong. No, this can't be 6, I think. Because it would go to there. And that would be orange and isolate this one. I think.
Yeah.
If this is 4, this cell's orange and that has to get out. So that would be a 7. But then what would that be? Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, because then that's cutting off the 9.
Yeah.
Total box.
Yeah, the 9 is going to take one of those cells at least. So it sort of prevents this from getting out. And if this doesn't join to that, it can't get out, because it can't be a domino, and it's got to be even, so it would try and get out and fail.
Yep.
Yeah, so, or it would isolate one cell there. So this has to grow, doesn't it? I think that has to be 8 rather than 4.
Does that mean the 33 region group is a 5 size?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a W pentomino of 5liness, and those two are now 3, 7.
Another 4 cells that add up to
3, 4, 5,
28.
6, 7, 8. So that's orange, I think.
As well. Yep. And then that solves for row 5 in box 5, the 6 and the 8. The 8 that you just placed in.
Oh yeah, lovely. I see what you mean. Those two?
Yep.
Does this need an 8 in it? It probably does, doesn't it? To get to 33?
I believe so, yeah, to get to 28 in 4 cells.
Does it have to be 4, 7, 8, 9? Is there another way of doing that? 8, 9.
I was thinking through that. I
Yeah.
think that is correct.
Yeah. So these are 4, 7, 9. And that's presumably useful. These are the parts of the puzzle I really, really like, having somebody to help me do all the Sudoku.
Yes, YouTube, I'm doing my best to make sure I'm catching any Sudoku that Simon doesn't do. Please bear with me, I'm new at this.
Okay, where is... where's the 9? Yeah, where's the 9 in the... Sorry, where's the 8 in the 9 region? The 9 region must have an 8 in it.
That's basically its own separate Sudoku region, whatever it is. So yeah, it must be in
there?
Row 9, column 7.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's anything else of value they could do that with. It'll be more useful once you get those 1s and 2s disambiguated, I think. Some pressure on that with 3 and 4 as well for placement.
Oh, I see. Yes, I see what you mean.
Actually, you can put the 9 in column 5 in corner marked in rows 1 and 2 because it can't be in that region's area anymore.
That's a good spot. So what Tim's saying is can't repeat 9 there, so it can't go there. So it's got to go.
And 9 you can corner mark in box 8 as either in rows 7 or 9 in column 4.
Yeah, that's nice. So and okay. This has to be an odd number, doesn't it? And it's not.
Yes.
So it's 5 or 7?
Yes. I'm getting the sums and the counts of digits are getting very muddled in my mind.
Yeah. This has to be 7 or 9, I think. Oh, no, that might be... No, it does, because it can't be a 3 region.
Yeah, it can't be a 3, because it would mirror the 9 region.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that can't be a 9. We already established that. I got lucky.
Oh yeah,
I put the 9 in the top regions.
Oh, that was so. I would never. I would have probably wasted half an hour just staring at him. No, there's nothing I can do. It's completely impossible. That's absolutely massive. So this is a 7. This is a. Oh, so this only grows by 1 more. That grows by a lot more.
Yep.
This one is now not 7.
Not 7.
So does that mean that means 7 is in one of those two?
And then 7 in column 5 is in row 9.
And 5, 6, 9 to place. So this is 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's 5. That is 5.
It is actually 5. It can't.
It's the last place for 5 in column 5 as well.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, great. This is perfect. So this is a 6-9 pair at the top. 3 is over here.
And then 6 in column 6 is in row 9 as well. It's the last place for it.
Yeah, beautiful.
And that's a 3-4 pair at the top.
Oh, this
and
is,
a 1-2 pair in column 4 at the top.
Oh, this is great. Right, so this is 4 or 9 as well. And these 2 digits, we can get rid of the corner pencil mark. We've got loads of high digits in this thing. So these have to be from 1, 2, 3, 4, don't they?
Yes.
And that's not 4, and that's not 3. I don't know what that is.
Interestingly, the one you can take out of the position in row 6, because it must be in box 9 in the odd region, because it can't be in the even region.
Great. That's a great
44
spot.
region is missing a 1.
So this region...
So it must be within that box, wherever it is. It's within the odd region.
Lovely. 8 is a bit restricted in row 4.
the 9 region can no longer be 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 3, 5 or 1, 2, 6. Because the 4 is taken up, then there's a 2, 3, and you run out of digits.
Okay.
So, huh. Well, there must be a 1 within those cells because it's either, again, 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. But I don't know if that helps us.
Okay, maybe that. I'm not sure this can be odd. If that's odd, then those 2 are even. But this 6 has to grow and would go there, and this has to grow and it would go there. And that's
Good
now
catch.
7. So maybe there? So I'll show you, I'll actually just pencil that in. You would be in this world, but this has to grow because it's an even region and it's going to bump into this region. Oh.
Yep.
And break everything. So let's just, so that's probably the orange one. These are the even. Now it won't work this way around and I'll feel very silly.
Yeah, 4. Well, we don't know what that 33 region turns out to be.
Oh, well, we can't go there because that's going to be a domino. So this, yeah, if this 6 doesn't take this cell, then it has to extend doubly vertically. And these would be isolated, I think. So I think it must take that one, and that's its sort of core rate now. And this has to grow.
I must get through row 3, column 3.
And this...
And do my scanning of, like, group shapes as well at the same time.
Oh, and there's a secret. 27, 36. Yeah, I think we can get that digit by the secret, maybe.
Oh, yeah. So 9 plus 33 is 42. But then minus 6 is 36.
Mm-hmm.
And 45 minus 36 is 9.
Very good. So... now, what does that mean?
I don't know yet.
Can the 32, can the 7 get a 32 there? It'd be missing 2 digits that add up to 13, so it'd have to miss 5 and 8. Oh, it could be missing 5 and 8 actually, because none of those could be 5 or 8. This region is not even remotely finished yet, is it?
No, it's going to be something that we haven't done a 2x2 square yet.
2, 3. Okay, there is a 1 in the 9 region.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's got to go here because this can't be 2, 3, 4. Because these digits would all have to be 2s and 3s. So if it's 1, 2, 6, this is a 2. And if it's 1, 3, 4...
no, it is 1, 2, 6. Oh. Because the 6 can't go anywhere except inside that 9 region.
Ah, beautiful. Well spotted. Well spotted. Right, so it's 2 there and a 1, 6 pair. Well done. And, so 2 is in one of those 2 cells. So if that was even, it couldn't be 2. It would be at least 4. That might mean something.
I don't know if this matters yet, but I figure it's worth marking. Within column 1, 7 is only possible within rows 1 and 2. In box 7, it's within that odd.
Yeah,
within
great spot.
Box 3 or 4, it's within.
Well, this can't be 7. That's great. This is huge. That can't be 7. No way. Because this thing is going to grow in one of these is going to be an upward nodule from this 7 to complete it, and it would bump into this, because that if this is 7, it's got to go straight across. Can't.
Yep. And
so this is 7.
Yeah, and also that 7 has to be within an odd or even sized region.
Yeah.
Because they can't repeat within that block.
So does this maybe this just has to be even? If it's odd, it can't be 1. So it would go across there and it would bump into the 7 region, whichever one of these is the 7 region's finish. So that is even in the corner. And we know it's not 2 from the...
I got really lucky with that 7 find.
Yeah, that's brilliant. This is 4, 6, or 8. And one of these, exactly one of those, is orange. Now... But, okay, how can this be 4?
Yeah, because you need to make row 1, column 3 odd as well if you put it into a 2x2 shape.
Yeah.
As a 4.
I suppose whichever one of these is orange, it's going to be surrounded by two blues that have to be in the same region.
Yeah.
And there's no way that, this doesn't grow a little bit at least.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that's, oh no, I was going to say that has to be blue, but maybe that's...
It definitely has to escape through row 1 between column 3 and 4. So I think those have to be even.
I think you're right. Yeah, again, if...
Just doing the accounting on it.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work, because this would then bump into this, and that would break the 5 region. That's a little bit... That's quite devious, actually. So maybe... one of these is odd. Yeah, I mean, maybe we can say, if that was odd, these would be even. 1, 2. Because everything in this upper left corner has to be made up of 1 cell from the orange and whatever this is.
And 5 even cells as a result. Correct.
Yeah. So
we can't have a single odd cell. We've already ruled that shape out.
So
it's just a matter of within row 2 which one's odd. But it has to, that region, because it's at least 6 size, has to escape out in row 1.
If this was orange, surely the count can't work. Because this would now be blue. I've got 8 cells there, but one of them has to be orange, and that's going to make this an even number. So I think that has to be blue. And now this definitely can't be orange, because there can't be another orange region up at the top. So that is blue. And there isn't enough room. So this is an 8. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. I think it's an 8.
That takes care of some 8s in box 3 and 4. I got your Sudoku for you, Simon.
Oh, you're a star. You are a star. Thank you very much. This is great. How many 8s have we got? We've got loads. All of them. All your 8s belong to us. One of these is orange. Okay, so the 8 is done. When one of these turns blue, that one therefore must be orange, and that completes the 5 regions. So those have to be blue. Oh, they can't be.
The 32 has to be within the odd region, because it can't be. You can't have 8 cells that total up to just 32.
Fantastic, because the missing digit would be a 13. That's well played.
We have 19 so far, so we're missing another 13 from the odd region.
Oh,
so
1, 2, 4, 6 is what that must be.
Yeah.
Because it's missing 2 digits that add up to 13. That can't be 6, 7, or 4, 9. But also, this region, we know that region's a size 8 region, don't we? Right in the corner. Row 1, column 9. And I don't think, well, there's no room for it. It must join to this region. So that must be even, I think.
Yeah.
Those are all odd. And that must...
Yeah, I was wondering if that would connect, and then that would knock that 8 out of there, but actually we got that before that. Some interesting things I'm seeing in box 9 now, which I think will fix the coloring, is that the shape of the even area in starting in box 1 cannot match by reflection or rotation the shape in the 8 shape in box 9.
Look at that. That's a great spot. So what Tim's seeing there is that is the same shape. It's just being reflected and rotated. Oh, that's sick. So that cannot be what's
It's
happening.
great that came at the very end.
Yeah, so this must be even. This must be
This
odd.
yttrio guy might be up to something. Good.
And there, we've done the shading. Now.
All right. So one thing I noticed while we were resolving all that is the placement of 9 in box 1 will knock out the 9 in the box 7 33 region from both those 2 cells in that region in there, meaning the only place for 9 in that region is now row 7, column 4.
Perfect.
And then we can resolve those.
So that's now not 4.
And the only place for 4 in that 9 region you were just on is now in row 7, column 7.
The 4 in the 9 region I was just on is... Oh, hang on. This one. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's the only place for 4 in that region. So that's 1, 2, 3.
And then this region hasn't got a... So there's a 1 in one of those 2, I suppose, in this box. 7 is in one of those 2 cells. And now what do we do? 2, 4, 6.
Probably Sudoku. Yeah. So I'm trying to look ahead for you.
Oh, great. I'm just going to sit silently and hope. Okay. 2. No. 1 is in one of those.
That 9 in row 5, column 9, that you have pencil marked, can't be there because it has to be within that region that it's in. Has to be in box 9.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like there are probably quite a few geometry tricks now. I mean, these 2 squares have to be from these 3 digits, don't they? These have to be...
Yeah, it's a lot of leftover stuff now.
1
and not 1 because that doesn't go in that region.
So this is a 2, 3.
Is that 2, 3 now? So
that
that's
seems to be a 4.
That's the 7. Yeah, the 7 in row 6 is in column 3.
The 7. Say that again. The 7 in.
Sorry, the 7 in row 6 is in column 3 because it's the 2, 3 pair in box 6.
We've got a 3, 5 here. 7, 9. Oh, no, we can't.
But that's resolved because of the. Oh, sorry, I'm looking in the wrong region.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was resolved as well. We've got a. I think we know these digits now in column 1. Are they 3, 5, 9?
Yes.
Oh, that's yeah. So this is 5. If that's true.
Yeah. Those are 3, 9 now.
6 must be
within column 1. The only place for 2 is in. Row 1 is in column 4.
Oh, hang on, right. Say that again because I just spotted a little tiny bit of... Oh, that's...
Yeah, that's how you get all those things too. I'll let you resolve those. And then in the corner, of box 9 is a 5.
Oh, this one, perfect.
Yeah. Sorry. So within row 1, the only place for 2 is in column 4.
This one here.
Yep. Because the 2 is locked into
great spot.
rows 2 and 3 and boxes 1 and 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's lovely. Sort of seeing a sort of distended X-wing. Well, that can't be a 1 anymore. So 1 can't repeat in there. It can't be there. It can't be there. It's not. That's not interesting. What about those 2 digits then?
2 and 7, and therefore that's going to resolve the. And we're not going to get a 3 in the corner. The 2 and 3 right above.
We're not going to get your wife singing. That is a shame. I think most people would musically much prefer your wife singing to my
I can get a recording to you for later.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
The only place for 3 in row 3 is now in column 7 because of the 2 3s and
lovely
the grid already.
These 2 digits have to be in 2 of those squares, don't they?
Yeah.
So it can't. This can't be 7, I don't think. You couldn't put 7 into box 3. If that's a 7.
Yeah.
That's probably a 9.
Or another way to look at it is the only place for 7 in row 1 is within that even region in box 3. Which actually now you can...
There? Is
yep.
That, yep. And then
there's a 5, 6 in that cell. So what's left? 1 and 4 in row 1 within that region. Within the even region. There you go, the 43 region.
1 and 4. Oh, that's good.
And that's resolved through the 4 and
here we go. Come on now. This could be exciting, I think. This is...
You can resolve, 3 and 4. That can get you a 3 in box 1. A 5, 9 gets you a 6, and then a 9.
And... Now, this is a 6, apparently, just by Sudoku. So that's a 6, that's a 2. 1, 4, 6 here. So 2, 9.
Those are 2, 9.
Which is
and
actually...
then that's a 5 in row 2, column 8.
Oh, now... No, 2, 1 at the bottom.
5, 9 in row 1 as well is resolved by the 9 in box 4.
Oh, lovely, yeah. 9, 5, 5, 3... I feel like this one... No, maybe this 1, 6 isn't resolved. Oh, this 7, 4 is resolved. 7, 4, 6,
there
1, 4,
okay.
1, 0. That was well done, you. That was awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Let's see if it's right. Yes. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well done, Tim. That was...
I will echo the common sentiment you have around that didn't take that long to solve. That did not feel like 59 minutes.
It doesn't, does it?
And I know we're a little bit over, like about an hour.
I totally agree. It's so strange that you just get lost in it and you sort of... It's, I don't know, I liken it to going skiing, if you've ever done that. It's because your attention is so on what you're doing, time just elapses. And
I will say, I think it was either yesterday or no, I think it was the day before his video. I noted you said at some point, I've only been solving for 7 minutes. And then I went back 7 minutes from there. And that's when you actually placed your first digit, was 7 minutes prior to you saying that. So technically, you were correct.
so maybe that's that's really when I start the clock running, my internal clock. Good grief.
Yeah.
Well, I think...
Well, we had that one pretty early on, so I guess that kind of started our clock pretty early.
Yeah. But I'm just looking at OBS, 54 minutes on OBS. So although the timer's saying 59, I think we're well in under an hour. And for that puzzle, it's a very clever puzzle. some of the stuff about not repeating shapes, the spot you did of that region not being able to be the same as that region. It's brilliant. It's brilliantly constructed. Yttrio's puzzles are brilliant. And I have to say, solving with somebody who's so good at Sudoku is very, very enjoyable indeed. So, Tim, well done. And,
Thank you. Tried my best.
Yeah, I think, again, we've had some phenomenal solvers in these sort of patron reward episodes. It is awe-inspiring. Brilliant. Well, let us know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. We enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Crack the Cryptic. Tim, say whatever you'd like to.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, and I'll be in the comments.
You are most welcome, my friend. And we'll see you soon on Cracking the Cryptic.